Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle Barrett. I've been a personal stylist for 25 years. I now help people like you build capsule wardrobes that mix and match easily. So today is a little bit of a different slant on lots of other videos. I wanted to talk to the over 60s about Parisian style, Parisian fashion and Parisian inspiration for your wardrobe. Now before I go on, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who is liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing. Please keep that coming because it genuinely lets YouTube know that I am an interesting channel. It helps other people find me, and let's build a community here, because that is my biggest inspiration, is that we all kind of support each other. So please keep that coming. Now, without further ado, let's get started. So throughout this video, you're going to see a few kind of outfit ideas of what I consider our Parisian style. Now, there is a couple of elements that I think make up the Parisian look, and that is that it tends to be, doesn't tend to be very much fuss. It tends to be quite neutral. It tends to be very classic, and it tends to avoid all those kind of crazy sort of on the edge fashions. It's much more classic and timeless. There's not very much fuss. It tends to be more neutral colors as well, and also the fabrics tend to be more natural as well. So I've got kind of a few ideas for you today. The first thing is a silhouette. Now, the silhouette of a Parisian style tends to fit well. A lot of the pieces will be tailored. There'll be very little of the sort of slouchy, sort of athleisure kind of look. It'll be much more tailored than that. And the silhouette won't be oversized, it won't be over baggy, and it also won't be too tight. It will just fit just perfectly. So just skimming the body, which, to be honest with you, is usually one of the best types of cuts and styles for pretty much every type of body type, which I think is the reason why it works for so many people and why Parisian women tend to look really good. Now before I go on, I just want to say, if you can hear weird scratching noises, there's two things going on. One, there is my cat Sir Ronald Weasley outside the door wanting to come in. He always has to be vocal every time I try and make a video. And secondly, Hurricane or Storm Bert is heading through the UK, and my 7-foot yucca plant is scratching against the window. There's little I can do about both of them, so I apologise if that's causing you any distress whilst you're listening. Now the next element that I think I kind of mentioned earlier, but that makes up Parisian style, and that is kind of neutral palettes. So usually it's kind of your stone, your beige, your ivory, your white, your cream, your black, your navy, possibly charcoal grey, maybe silver grey as well, maybe a bit of burgundy, maybe a bit of bottle green, you know, kind of really sort of classic, timeless colours. And another thing that I will say as well, I think the 3 colour rule generally works really well for Parisian style, and that is, my way of interpreting it is, you usually have 2 main colours going through your whole outfit, and then one other colour which is a bit of a highlight colour as well. So that kind of tends to work really well with that Parisian style. So you could have sort of ivory, navy and stone, for example, or maybe you've got burgundy, ivory and navy would be really nice actually. So, you know, just choose that 3 colour palette, try and keep it more to the neutral colours. I know kind of like your bottle green and your burgundy aren't necessarily neutral, but I think it's either the kind of neutrals or those classic sort of timeless colours work really well for that Parisian style. Next up is accessories. Now, I think the pieces should all look good quality. So if you are on a budget, look at Pre-Loved, like I've mentioned before in previous videos, but quality accessories would make a huge difference. So even if you can buy one second hand, this one's not silk that I'm wearing today, but maybe a silk neck scarf, a real leather bag, you know, really smart black leather shoes, maybe loafers, something like that. and a bag that matches through. So match your belt, your bag and your shoes. I know some people say that you don't need to do that, but I definitely believe it pulls an outfit together. So I personally don't agree with that at all, particularly as well if you're going for that Parisian style, because it is going to be very coordinated and simple, timeless, but without an effortless is the word that I'm looking for. If you need further help with your wardrobe, why not book in for a consultation with me? I'd love to meet you. I'm really enjoying seeing some of your faces, so I'll put the link to that here. Just to mention as well, I recently launched a membership community here on YouTube where I come on live once a month to answer your questions in a live Q&A. We all get together, we have a good laugh, we all have a good chat, and I'd love you to come and be part of that community. So if you're interested in that, I'll put the link here or look at the link in the notes. In addition, I do some dedicated videos like my Capsule Wardrobe Challenge, which challenges you week by week to actually build a capsule wardrobe. So yeah, head over and take a look. If you've got any questions, just comment below. Recently, I worked with a client in the US who was really interested in embodying that kind of very French sort of European classic style. And she'd kind of tried but failed and was almost sort of heading towards the sort of cliche of what it is. You know, cliche is kind of like, you know, for example, the beret. Now, don't get me wrong. Right, I wear berets quite a lot and I do link them through somewhere else to my outfit. So I might wear a bright red beret and link it through to a pair of shoes or a bag, etc. I really like that kind of classic sort of style. But I do think when you wear berets, particularly if you go to Paris, you do stand out like a sore thumb, like a tourist. It doesn't mean to say that nobody in Paris doesn't wear berets, because some of them do, but it is quite cliched, particularly there. Now, if you wanted to kind of embody that look, I think you can do it, but do it quite subtly. So it's about kind of embodying it, but without being cliche. So, you know, I think you can kind of do the beret, but I wouldn't actually wear it when you're in Paris because it might make you stand out looking like a tourist. So it's about classic, timeless pieces and pulling them together. So with this particular lady in the US, we did a colour analysis, we did a body type style guide so I could talk to her about tailoring that would work really well for her. We picked around 8 colours like I recommend as well from her colour palette. I helped her do that. We went through her wardrobe and we pulled out pieces that particularly would work for that, embody that kind of look, and we created some outfit ideas, and then I looked and shopped for her for other pieces to add to it as well, to create further outfits as well. So what we did was we added a little bit more silk, we added a little bit more cashmere, we added a little bit more linen for the winter, and a little bit more tweed as well. So we added all those very, very natural fabrics, but mainly in neutral colours, and it worked really well. And actually, she had one of the best wardrobes as a result of it that I've actually worked with. By the end, it looked amazing, you know, because it is that classic kind of timeless look, and it doesn't age very quickly either. If you are looking to build a capsule wardrobe, consider downloading my capsule wardrobe guide. I'll put the link here because it helps you as you go through trying to build that capsule wardrobe. You can answer, it gives you lots of prompts to answer questions. It helps you consider what to pick, what to remove, what to add, what to donate, you know, and what to consider adding as well. So it's really helpful. I developed that as part of my whole kind of series of building a capsule wardrobe, and you can download that for free. So I hope you found that helpful. Let me know in the comments if you've been to Paris, if you've been to France, if you've been to Europe, if you're in Europe. Let me know what you like about the French style. Let me know how you interpret it. Let me know if you've tried any of the suggestions that I've put here and you've gone through your wardrobe. But, you know, I suggest you go through the wardrobe and see what you've got and see how you can kind of pull it together. And yeah, let me put in some advice for other people as well. I think it's great when some of you kind of give your little tips in the comments too. So have a wonderful week wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.